cut the sound off. It said a copyright claim was made on that music. Did you put on? We not own rights to this music.
Right.
Did you put that in there?
Yeah.
Well, they said it was a copyright claim made on. That's why they stopped the video.
Oh.
Yep. It just came up. It just came up, bro. It just popped up.
All right, we back in here. Yeah, I put it on there.
Man, you. that what popped up on my email.
Oh, that was.
It just popped up on my email.
Oh, that.
They monitored. They heard that song.
Okay.
Probably have to say it on when you're doing something. We doing something like that. We're gonna have to say it and type. You know what I'm saying?
All right, we got them in there.
All right, we back in the building.
We back in the building, y'all. Sorry about that.
It's all right. We're gonna get it right at the time.
Yeah. You know, one of these days we're gonna get our own stuff. We don't have to worry about YouTube anymore. Facebook, none of that foolishness.
That's right, bro.
Because the children of the devil, you know, they monitor.
Yep.
But you know what? They'll have an end game, so we're gonna let that distort us. But the night lesson is perilous times. We're gonna look at perilous times. You know, according to the scriptures, it said troublous times gonna come upon this world.
Right.
We can also look at Rex, the King Alfred plan, code name Rex 84.
Right.
Because a lot of people, they really don't know. They never heard of the King Alfred plan. And guess what the King Alfred plan was designed for? The so-called Negro.
That's it, bro.
And we're gonna look at that tonight. So we're gonna go, we're gonna get started. We're gonna hit a few scriptures. We're gonna start this off in Matthew chapter 24, because Messiah was at the temple. It was a dedication, ain't it?
Yep, that's where they was at, bro.
So the disciples came and asked him something about the end of time. So let's go to Matthew, the 24th chapter. And we're gonna read verses 1 through 22.
Okay.
What did it say, bro?
And Yeshua went out and departed from the temple. And his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Yeshua said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. That's
right, because they was there. They were showing off the temple and everything. And Messiah knew that the Titus was going to come down there and sack Jerusalem.
That's right, bro.
You see that, you know, and they was about to go in captivity. But he gave them something else, told them to look out for. Go ahead.
And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying,
that's right.
Tell us when these things shall be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world.
Go ahead.
And Yeshua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you.
Hey, he said, take heed, no man deceive you. That's man or woman. Because you got a lot of folks out here deceiving people.
That's right, bro.
On a whole bunch of levels. Go ahead and read.
For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, or the Christ.
Yeah.
And shall deceive many.
Man, a whole lot of them did that. Jim Jones did it.
A whole lot of them.
There's a whole lot of them out there. David Koresh did it.
Yep.
There's so many out there that they had this heathen over there in this other land. Word is he ended up dead somewhere.
Yeah. You got this clown Farrakhan saying he the Messiah.
Yeah. So you had to Ben Wade,
Ben Yahweh, yeah.
All of them.
A lot of clowns.
So we know this book is live, right?
That's it, bro.
Go ahead and read, bro.
Verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of war.
Hey, we could put a check mark by that, right?
Yes, sir.
We now heard that. That's a check. Go ahead and read.
See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass.
Yeah.
But the end is not yet.
He said, you're going to see all this stuff here, but the end ain't here yet. Go ahead and read.
For nation shall rise against nation.
We're going to put a check right there.
And kingdom against kingdom.
Check.
And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in divers or different places.
Check, check, and check. Because you go and look at this world. Hey, a lot of people sick. You see earthquakes in all these different places, even tsunamis.
Right, bro.
Even here in America.
Yes, sir.
Especially over there in these other countries and everything.
Yes, sir. It's happening all the time.
Hey, man, back to back. Half of America's on fire right now.
Sure live.
Snowing at the top and fire at the bottom.
Yep.
Go ahead and read.
All these are the beginnings of sorrow.
Yeah.
Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you.
Oh, really?
And shall kill you.
We talking about end time stuff now. Go ahead.
And ye shall be hated of all nations, of all nationalities.
Yeah.
For my sake.
That's right.
And then shall many be offended.
Oh, they are highly offended. Long was highly offended yesterday. We did that lesson.
Sure was, man.
You tell somebody, hey, you tell somebody about these holidays and everything, they get highly offended.
Yep.
You tell our people, which the foolish nation we are,
yeah.
Hey, you tell them that, hey, we are the children of Israel. They said, no, we African American and other folks. They the one, the true Israelite. People get offended.
That's it, bro.
Go ahead and read.
And many and then shall many be offended.
Yeah.
And shall betray one another.
Oh.
And shall hate one another.
Woo.
And many false prophets shall rise.
Yeah.
And shall deceive many.
Many popping up all the time.
Yes, sir.
Even in this so-called countries, Israelite community.
Yep, they sure live, bro.
They popping up everywhere.
It's getting crazy, man.
Yes, sir.
Verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound,
yeah,
the love of many shall wax cold.
Man, hey man, some cold-hearted folks out there. Even some folks in your own congregation.
In your own family.
In your own family, man.
He said the love of many gonna wax cold.
Yes, sir.
Can I throw one in there?
Man, throw it in there, bro.
I got one precept today.
Yes, sir. We got LJ, brothers, I would like to be baptized.
Okay.
We got you,
Where
brother.
you at, sister? Oh, was that brother? I'm sorry.
Brother or sister, we don't know. But we got you.
Man, just hit us up on the email, get our contact info and family, and we'll try to help you take care of that business.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? No problem on that.
That's right.
Hey, we're gonna get a real quick precept to that verse 12 in that Matthew. We're going to second Ezra 5. We're gonna read verses 1 through 2, just two quick little verses, man. But he said that iniquity shall abound because the love of many gonna wax cold.
Second Ezra 5.
Second Ezra 5, bro. And we're gonna read verses 1 and 2.
Okay.
It said, nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, meaning the tokens of this world, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in great number. This right, wrong, this Rex 84.
That's right.
So they're gonna be taken in great number.
That's right.
And the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. But look here that precept in that verse 12.
Yeah.
But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago.
So we know this thing is on.
And your 2 witnesses right there.
There it is. So it's on, people.
He said iniquity gonna bow because the love of many gonna
wax cold. That's right.
Verse 13.
Go ahead.
But he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved.
Oh, so you ain't saved yet?
No.
You get baptized, you ain't saved?
No, you ain't saved yet.
Hey, you got some work to do.
You got some work to do.
You got some work to do. But you got to do it to the end. See, the thing about this is, hey, we supposed to be soldiers in this thing. If you look at the whole book, hey, he getting his troops ready.
That's right, bro.
Because when he come back, hey, those who are blessed and be in that first resurrection, and them other ones who, who will still be flesh and blood, hey, man, some fighting got to go on.
Surely.
But the ones who will be doing it, them spirit beings, you get that spiritual body, because guess what? They can't die.
They can't die, bro.
You can shoot all the missiles. You can shoot whatever you got. It ain't going to help you out.
It ain't going to work.
Go ahead, read, bro.
Verse 14. And this gospel.
Yeah.
And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations.
Oh, so we witnessing to the nation.
Yeah.
Even though they ain't gonna try to hear, they don't hear us.
Right.
But this gonna say, hey, I sent my prophet, I sent my disciples to you.
You're right, the service, man.
I sent all my service to you.
Yes, sir.
So you don't have an excuse.
Be tied, what he said.
Yes, sir.
And then shall the end come.
Yes, sir.
When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation, spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place. Whoso readeth, let him understand.
You said, let him understand. And hey, this is a message for those who are over there in the land.
Yeah.
What's the message?
Then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountain. Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house. Neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes.
So it's gonna be a time, man. It's gonna be time to flee.
That's right.
It's gonna be time to get somewhere.
Find some yonder, as old people used to say.
That's right. Go ahead, my brother.
19. And woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days.
Hey, it's gonna be real hard on you, especially sisters don't like to breastfeed. Because guess what? When you have that mark of that beast, you can't go buy or sell.
Yo, can't, bro.
And we're gonna show you that mark. A lot of y'all know this just a lesson for those who don't know anything about the King Alfred plan. Newcomers coming in, they have no idea about this thing.
Otherwise known as Jacob's trouble.
Jacob's trouble, that's right. Where are we, brother?
Verse 20, brother.
Yes, sir.
But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day.
Hey, he said, pray that your flight not be in the winter, because some places cold as hell out there.
Man, what?
Like Russia and all them places.
Man, trying to get up out of there, trying to get to the wheel, is going to be a task all by itself.
Woo!
We're on 21.
21, go ahead.
For then shall be great tribulation,
such
as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days be short, there shall no flesh be saved.
So what?
No flesh be saved.
Man, they plan on killing off some folks, ain't
they? Yep. That's it, bro. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be short.
Hey, for the elect's sake.
For the elect. Who are the elect? That's what you better find out.
That's right.
You better understand who the elect is.
Hey, something to think about that.
Yeah. Because if you ain't of the elect, you might be in trouble.
That's why you got to watch and pray. You supposed to be watching. You talking about watching football. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of football. But sometimes we easily distracted, be watching all other kind of stuff, and we have no idea what's going on.
Flying past like a bullet. Yep. Flying past like a bullet.
He said troublous times. Let's go see what Paul wrote this letter to Timothy.
All right.
Let's go to 2 Timothy chapter 3.
All right.
Paul was telling him something. Because everybody want to know when the end time. What's up with the end time? What's going to happen? When you coming back? But a lot of stuff got to happen. And the Most High allowed it to happen.
Surely, bro. He got it all set up, don't he?
That's right. Because he got to get rid of some hard-headed folks. 2 Timothy chapter 3, we'll read verses 1 through 9. All right. What they say, brother?
It says, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come.
Hey, man, and we are in some troublous times right now.
Surely, man.
Man, you go back and look at the history as everything started unfolding. Events after events after events. I'm not going to go into all what happened in the book. I'm bringing it up to our speed.
I got you.
Up in this time.
I know what you're saying, bro.
I'm going to go back. We know about the Atlantic, transatlantic slave trade. We knew that our people went through a whole bunch of stuff through the hand, but we're going to bring it up to now.
Right.
Ever since this 9/11 crap.
Come on, bro.
Ever since this 9/11 crap, hey, man, they deemed everybody
a terrorist.
Terrorist.
Yep.
That's why you go to the airport, they got to be butt naked and get stripped down and freaked on before you get on the airplane. You hear me?
Yeah. For real, though.
Man, that's serious business, man. So the best thing to do, if all possible, avoid going there. I know sometimes, man, I like to travel.
Right.
And sometimes that driving getting old. I used to drive most of the places I go, but man, it's getting old.
Real.
But this 9/11 thing, when it happened? September 11th.
Yeah.
2001. So when we get into this King Alfred plan, and if y'all are able to pull it up, it's on the PDF.
Yep.
Hey, get this and read this thing. We're gonna read some of it tonight if we can get it in, all in.
Most of the mission, we're gonna get it in.
But see, a lot of people say, hey, man, that is a hoax, man. That King Alfred plan, that's some sister foolishness and all this other stuff. Hey, you can sit up here and think that foolishness if you want to. I'm gonna show y'all something.
Come on, bro.
I'm gonna show y'all something.
Come on, bro.
Now, my profession, I was a public servant. I'm gonna put it that way.
Yeah.
I used to put out fires. Before I left, we used to take these classes, all our classes through FEMA or Homeland Security.
Right.
All our terrorism classes and everything. Now, that 9/11, September 11, 2001, that's when it happened, right?
Yep.
Let me show y'all how they plan events before it happened.
Come on, bro.
You got to train the people before the events happen.
Because it's gonna be staged anyway.
It's gonna be staged anyway. So we're gonna train the people for a few years, and then you're gonna jump it off. We're gonna jump it off. I don't know how many y'all can see that.
Hold it down so you can see that year. Right there.
There's a year on there. You see that?
And look at
Trade Centers.
Yeah, look who in the Bulls at in 1997.
This is
1997?
Yeah, August of 1997 when this book was published. Now, we went through the whole terrorism program.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, I'm not going to show this, but Brother Terrence.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is 9/11, right?
Right.
What we got going on now, y'all? Active shootings, right?
Active shootings, that's right, bro.
Now, this is a training that we had to have as a group. We worked around with the police department, sheriff department, coordinated with all these different agencies. There's a lot of people involved.
Read that right there.
What that say, man?
It says, fire EMS operational considerations and guide for active shooter incidents.
Hey, man, these folks playing this stuff, man, and they'll pop it off.
Yep, that's what they'll do, bro.
This what the deal is. It all started with the school shootings, right? Mm-hmm. Columbine, and it worked out. What's the biggest thing among these heathens doing? School shootings, right?
Yep.
Guess what they doing now? We had mall training, active shooting doing malls, active shooting doing sporting events. That's your next thing. It's happening overseas.
Sure live.
It's happening overseas.
Sure live them soccer games.
See, this is a worldwide event.
Yep.
But we're gonna focus on what's going on in America. This is where we are, right? Mm-hmm. They create these atmosphere to push their agenda.
That's right, bro.
So when we read this King Alfred plan, and then I'm gonna play a video, this guy named George Green telling the whole thing. And one thing about this guy, when he started talking, usually start talking in a term where you don't understand or language you don't understand. But he talk about aliens or, but anyway, he talk about these unclean spirits that control the government.
Right.
That's what he talking about. So that's the stuff that's going on when he said his perilous time gonna come.
Man, I when you told me what the lesson was gonna be, bro, I look up that word perilous, right? Yeah. It says imminent danger.
That's right.
So these are going to be times where danger is going to always be on every side of you.
Yep.
So when he say perilous time, he says it's going to be imminent danger around you at all times. Really talking about keeping your head on the swivel. But you ain't gonna be able to move without some trouble being around you.
All praise, sister. Just right, because you're gonna come to a point just like going back to when Lot was in Sodom and Gomorrah. It may be a time to get the hell up out of here.
Sure did, bro.
Going back to in Jerusalem, his son got out of there before they seized Jerusalem.
But it was very few.
Very few.
And then the Edomites started telling them about the way we were slipping in and slipping out.
That's right, because the one that escaped, they brought us back. Yep. So in other words, hey man, we got to go back and look at our history of our people. And this thing gonna pop off, y'all.
It's gonna pop off, bro.
Where are we?
We at verse 2.
Go ahead and read.
Men shall be lovers of them of their own selves.
Yeah.
Covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents.
That's right.
Unthankful, unholy, without natural affection. That's that Matthew 24:12 right there again. Truce breakers.
Yeah.
False accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good.
Hey, these are people in this world describing everybody.
Yep.
Nobody excluded. Go ahead.
Traitors.
Yeah.
Heady. High-minded. Lovers of pleasures more than lovers of Yah.
That's right. Because they're lovers of pleasure more than lovers of Yah. Because you think about who do you do your Sabbath classes with?
Come on, bro.
Who you fellowship on the Sabbath? It's not that many people.
Nope.
You might have 200 or 300 people on the feed.
Yep. That's it, bro.
Hey, but that's how many people in America.
That's it, bro.
In this world.
And they lovers of pleasures more than lovers of Yah because look at all the homeless brothers and sisters that's around.
Yeah.
But you see people, man, big balling and balling out every day, popping big bottles, riding fancy cars, living in big houses. and the homeless people, man, the destitute people out there by the hundreds of thousands, if not millions. They say lovers of pleasures more than lovers of Yah.
That's right. And them the one that we really supposed to be going to talk to.
That's it, bro. That's it, bro.
Where are we, bro?
We at verse 5.
Go ahead.
Having a form of godliness. A form of godliness, but denying the power thereof.
They denying the power.
From such turn away. For of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women, laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts.
Y'all hear that?
Ever learning.
Yeah.
They ever learning and never able to come into the knowledge of the truth.
Sure.
So you got jokers out there been in this, be bragging about how long they've been in this thing, but they ain't came into the knowledge of the truth. You see what I'm saying? Because they teaching things contrary to the doctrine of Christ. But they ever learning though. But they can't come into the knowledge of the truth, brother.
That's right.
Verse 8. It says, now as Jannes and Jambres withstood Moshe.
That's them two witches.
They were two little magicians.
Yeah.
Back then, when they were doing a little snake thing, you know what I'm saying? They withstood Moshe. So do these also resist the truth. Men of corrupt minds reprobate concerning the faith.
Also, you got some jokers who do a little witch, do a little
Come on,
witchcraft
bro. Come on, bro. Concerning the faith, bro. That's it.
Yes, sir. Verse 9.
Verse 9.
Yeah.
But they shall proceed no further.
Right.
For their folly shall be manifested unto all men.
Hey, all this stuff got to pop off. He was telling you, man, troublous time. Y'all keep me from having some eye issues here. He said perilous time gonna come. And you're gonna start seeing all this stuff. Man, we can put a check mark here, check mark there. All the way down there. Because hey man, this stuff is popping out right before our eyes and we don't see it. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 25.
Deuteronomy 25?
Yes, sir. Let's go back in the beginning.
Okay.
Hey, we got to wake up and find out.
Better hurry up and wake up.
And because it's so much evil going on, especially among our own people. You look at all this sex trafficking. Man, y'all think, well, these heathens, hey, y'all be surprised. There's a lot of us doing that.
That's it, bro.
If you go on there, I know a lot of them doing that, but I know how this network, I know how the media work. They throw us up front to make sure, y'all doing this to y'all people. But they doing it too.
They the ones who started. They the ones who bagging it. Just like every other thing that happened to any people, Esau is behind it.
Yeah.
When the drugs come to your neighborhood, who you think bringing them in there? When the guns come in your neighborhood, who you think bringing them there? Yep. When these little kids come up missing and being sacrificed and found their organs missing, who you think doing? The children of Hashatan, or Satan and the devil.
That's right.
That's who doing.
And you're talking about 68,000 women missing to this day.
Black women.
Black women now.
They ain't including all women. They just the sisters. That's documented. Yeah. 68,000 sisters missing. Don't nobody know where they at. Just in the United States. And you think somebody ain't behind it? It ain't us that's behind it because we ain't got the power, money, or position to do it.
That's right.
So who behind it?
But you got clowns. We got our own folks involved in that. One lady, I would bring it up, but y'all can find this stuff.
Oh, they always use us as the pawn.
Hey, she said it was easy money. So for the love of money, man, it's the root of all evil. It's just like the drug, it's easy money. But who do they make the fall people? We end up being the fall people, but we ain't the one making all the real money off of it. And we ain't the one that invented it. Right. So they keeping the people in sin, keeping them further from the Elohim. Man. That's right, bro. Because they got the lust of that right there. They want that skrilla. Deuteronomy chapter 25. And is that right? You think you got these flip-flop, if I'm looking at it right. Because that's right. The 25 got this right here. I don't know. I got two different. I got the move. That would look like me, bro. Deuteronomy chapter 28. And we're going to pick it up at 25. 28 and 25? Yes, sir. Deuteronomy 28, family. All right. I got it written down on two different pass in here.
So
I'm trying to shorten it down because we have to get into this King Alfred letter.
Right.
But this plan ain't no letter, it's a plan. 28, we're gonna pick it up at verse 25. What that 25 say?
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 25.
Yeah,
Okay.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 25.
And Yahweh shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemy. And thou shalt go out one way against them, and flee 7 ways before them.
That's when they were down. They was in Jerusalem. Hey, he doing it to this day.
And shall be removed, not migrate.
Yeah,
removed into all the kingdoms of the earth.
Hey, here we are, sitting up under Satan, the devil, the serpent seed.
That's it, bro.
Because if you go back and you really look at it, when he took those hedges from around the whole house of Israel, the vineyard, he said, man, I'm going to see what they ain't going to be. And we sit right up here in America getting, hey, they did march, they did all this kind of stuff. Folks been praying for, still in this damn hellhole.
What good has it done? Nothing.
Skip down to verse 37. What that 37 say? And
thou shalt become an astonishment.
Yeah.
A proverb and a byword among all nations, all nationalities, whether the Lord shall lead thee.
And everybody looking at us and they said, you know what, these are some of the stupidest people I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Especially like they are creating an event, a scenario, just like we use Ferguson. We could go further back than that. We go to Rodney King incident. How they went in there and they started all this riots and everything. Hey, they got that in the plan. So all they got to do is create the perfect scenario.
They know we're gonna fall for it.
And we're gonna fall for it. Guess who's gonna fall for it? The wicked. We're gonna read about that wicked. Because they don't have no understanding.
No understanding, brother.
Skip down to verse 49. What that 49 say, bro?
And Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle.
Yeah.
As the eagle. What's the national symbol over here?
The eagle.
What's the national symbol in Rome when Rome was about?
Eagle.
What about Esau?
Eagle.
What about Nebuchadnezzar?
The eagle.
As swift as the eagle fly. You hear me?
That's right.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
So you go back and look at all our people and all them captivities, it's the same people.
Same people. Esau, them infiltrated every nation.
Yep.
And every time he get with another nation, they put their foot on your neck. Ain't that right, brother?
That's right. That's 100% right there. Where are we?
We at verse 49. I mean, we at verse 50. We just finished 49.
Read that 50.
A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old.
They ain't gonna, hey, the old,
nor show favor to the young.
That's right. They doing that to this day. That's why you can get a police officer can pull a gun on a two-month-old. That's why you get one to go in there and shoot up a 97-year-old woman's house.
I saw one man pick a old sister up and slammed her down on the curb, hit her head on the concrete, bust her head wide open.
So is this book? This book is alive.
This book is alive, bro.
Verse 52, what did it say? And I know this right here talking about when they were down, when he was in Jerusalem. But hey, they used the same strategies on us.
Over and over and over and over and over again. Look at the Assyrian captivity.
Right.
Look at when the Greeks came in.
Yeah.
Look at when the Romans came in. Look at what happened when we came over here.
Yep.
Same thing.
And so you go back and look, just like I used this Memphis riot, 1866.
That's it, bro.
What did they do? They came in, they surrounded cities, and they did what they had to do. Go look this stuff up. Whatever city you in, go back and do your history on your city.
Rosewood.
Man. They do the same stuff over and over, and nothing new. Because guess who running them?
Same one.
Satan the devil.
That's right.
Same strategy. What that 52 say, bro?
And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates.
Yeah.
In all thy gates. Until thy high and fenced walls come down.
Your protection. Go ahead.
Wherein thou trusted throughout all thy land. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates throughout all thy land, which Yahweh thy power hath given thee.
Because he coming in there doing the same old thing. So if you don't know how Satan the devil operate, and the thing about it is, because of our wickedness, by not keeping law, statutes, commandments, Abiyah is the one allowing it to be done. Except for the elect. Hey, he said he'll be a little sanctuary to those who return back to him, man.
That's what he said.
Let's go to Deuteronomy, the 29th chapter.
Okay. We're
going to start at verse 19. 29 and verse 19 and 20. What did it say, bro?
And it shall come to pass when he heareth the words of this curse, that he blessed himself in his heart, saying, I shall have peace, though I walk in the imagination of my own heart.
Oh, that sounds like one of them old bootleg preachers.
Yeah.
Go ahead and read.
To add drunkenness to thirst. Yahweh would not spare him, but then the anger of the Yahweh and his jealousy shall smoke against that man.
So you want all that smoke, huh?
Yeah, he said he wants to smoke.
Guess what? Go ahead.
And all the curses that are written in this book shall lie upon him, and Yahweh shall not blot his name from under heaven.
So in other words, he's gonna lay you up on the ground, partner. You a done deal.
You finished. You put a cancel step on because you done.
And how you gonna do it? Through these heathens that we up on.
Bro. That's it, bro.
Daniel want to know something about this end time thing. Let's go read Daniel chapter 12. Everybody want to know about this end time, and he's telling everybody
want to know.
Something gonna happen.
Ezra want to know. Jeremiah want to know. Isaiah want to know.
Man, all of them.
John wanted to know.
Yep.
Everybody wanted to know. He told Daniel, look, man, you can write the seal this up. This ain't for you. This ain't for your time.
That's right.
He said, you gonna stand in your light in your day.
And see, that's a lot of our forefathers did. You know, a lot of people wanted to know about the end time. We be asking the same thing. We got the answers right here.
Yes, sir.
But the world don't know this. And he's gonna tell you that, hey, these wicked jokers don't know, but they don't have no wisdom.
No wisdom.
But his elect, we have wisdom. We know what's going on.
That's right, bro.
Now, when he give us these instructions, hey, let me ask y'all a question. When what they said, SHIT hit the fan. Hey, you know when something started drumming up, do y'all have a place, a refuge? Do you have a place that you can leave outside the city and go to? Do y'all have people that y'all can trust, that y'all can link up with? Because there's going to come a time, man, people don't want to get along and don't want to take care of each other. Hey, man, going to be a time that they're going to be wishing they had somebody to link up with. Because this thing's going down.
Everybody going to make it to the wheel.
Nope. Hey, they got strategy. They know how to shut down utilities, shut down these grocery stores.
Yep.
They do it all. Hey, check this out. Power outage. Remember, let a hurricane come through Florida somewhere or any other place. Hey, those folks be flooded out. They don't have no water. They over there fighting over water, man.
Yep.
And knowing that this hurricane is coming, but you know what? We don't prepare ourselves for nothing.
They'll fight over TV on Black Friday. You know what they do for food and water. You know what they do for food and water.
We don't prepare. Then we can see the stuff just like been paying attention what's going on in the language about we're gonna get into in this King Alfred plan, but I've been checking them out about this wall they building down there in Mexico. But anyway, let's check out Daniel chapter 12. We'll read verses 1 through 13. All right.
And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which shall stand for the children of thy people.
That's right.
He ain't standing for nobody else, just the children of the Yahweh's people.
That's right. That's who fight for us.
That's right.
Out of heaven.
That's right. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even until that same time.
Oh, so gonna be something coming up on us, huh?
Yeah, same thing we read.
Hey, that's it. 24. He said, "You ain't never seen nothing like this." Go ahead and read.
And at that time, thy people shall be delivered. Everyone that shall be found written in the book.
Hey. You got to pay a price to do this thing. Because he said, a lot of you folks, you know what? Let the book speak. Go ahead and read.
Verse 2. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to everlasting contempt.
Hey, you want to be the one that wake up to everlasting life. Go ahead and read.
And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament. And they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever.
Hallelujah. Go ahead.
But thou, Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased.
Hey, man, we got knowledge increasing now. We got brothers stepping up. We got sisters stepping up. You know what I'm saying? And they out there getting this work in. Go ahead and read verse 5.
Then I, Daniel, looked, and behold, there stood other two, one on the other side of the bank of the river, and the other on that side of the bank of the river. And one said to the man clothed in linen, which was upon the waters of the river, how long? Ooh, getting into another lesson. How long shall it be to the end of these wonders? And
that is another lesson, isn't it? Go ahead.
And I heard the man clothed in linen, which was upon the waters of the river, when he held up his right hand and his left hand to heaven, and swear by him that liveth forever, that it shall be for a time, times, and a half.
That's 2.5 years, ain't it?
Yes, sir.
3.5 years, right? So during this tribulation, during this time that this world had never seen before, 3.5 years. That's a long time, bro.
To be under some drama. So to be up under the thumb of somebody who's trying to kill you every day. And when he shall have accomplished to scatter the power of the holy people.
The who?
The holy people. All these things shall be finished.
Woo.
And I heard, but I understood not. Then said I, O my power, what shall be the end of these things? And he said, go thy way, Daniel, for the words are closed up and sealed to the time of the end.
Hey, some people, even though you might be in this walk, hey, man, sometimes the Lord seal that thing up because, hey, you might not even be here to see it.
That's right, bro.
Your time might be up before this thing pop out. Which is, hey, if you could go down and being sealed as righteous, come up, that's like right. You just read over here, to everlasting life, that's a good thing.
That's right.
Because you know when you come up, hey, you making that first resurrection, man, bump all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
That's it, bro.
Go ahead.
Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly. And none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand.
Hey, the wicked don't understand this stuff.
They ain't got a clue, bro.
They have no idea what's going on. Just like I know a lot of y'all, hey, during this folly season, you telling them over and over, you can read the book, they can look at you crazy. They just don't understand.
They ain't gonna never understand.
But the wise, you know.
The wise shall understand.
That's right.
And from the time that the daily sacrifice shall be taken away, and the abomination that make it desolate set up, there shall be 1,290 days.
Hey, they did the little, like you said, bootleg sacrifice. What, about a month or so ago?
Nah, it was back about the end of September.
It was, you know, with some with skull caps and stuff.
Man, dude had some Chuck Taylors on. Something looked like they did had some wood from a pallet on that judge. Man, come on, bro. Verse 12.
Go ahead.
Blessed is he that waiteth and cometh to the 1,335 days. But go thy way till the end be. For thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot at the end of the days.
Hey, you just told Daniel, hey, you're not gonna see this thing, but hey, you might not want to see it. You know,
and one brother said, hide me into the grave till my change comes.
That's right.
That's what Job said.
That's right. He said, hey, till your wrath is past.
Till your wrath be past.
He said, I don't want to be around on that deal.
That's right.
So let's get into this King Alfred plan. Let's read this bad boy. We're not gonna be long tonight, fam, but we're gonna do a lot of reading into this plan here.
All right.
And this one thing that, hey, this thing for real, people. This thing right here is no joke. And as you go back and look at all the events that's going on, just find out what's going on all over the world. You got folks, hey, you even got the folks in government talking about the money system get ready to collapse.
Yep.
I know they use fear tactics and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of us need to be trying to get ourselves out of debt, man. If possible. A lot of us need to start putting up, something just in case. You never know what might go down. You still got to feed your family. You got to feed your family. You know what I'm saying?
But here's the thing, though, bro. We gotta get set in our mind that no matter what, even if you do get out of debt or whatever, and it hit, if you ain't got that mark, you ain't gonna be able to buy a loaf of bread anyway.
That's right. Because that's hey, we gonna reveal that. Like I said, a lot of people don't know about it. But hey, in your spare time, you studying whatever, look this stuff up. Because I heard a pastor say, hey, that little chip does not the mark of the beast. That's a damn lie. I'm gonna tell you right now. Because they said, look here, that little chip, that's your whole identity, driver's license, health card, banking account, medical, everything. When you don't have that, what can you do?
Can't do nothing.
And then, and Messiah told us, hey, you take that mark of the beast, you done. That's a done deal for you. But in the meantime, while you fleeing, you gonna have to have a plan in action. For all y'all talking about y'all gonna make it to the wilderness.
Everybody can't get to the wilderness. Ain't gonna make it. He said he killed many. Said he stepped the stars to the ground and prospered.
Yeah.
So that means all of us ain't gonna make it there.
And keep it 100. Can I keep it 100, bro?
Man, always with me.
Joe's gonna lose their faith when the time for them to flee, man. Because one thing about it, a lot of us still attached to this world to a certain extent, man. Well, just keep it. Let's be real with ourselves.
That's right.
Are we willing to leave everything we got to get gone? A lot of people ain't gonna do that. This King Alfred plan. Let's take a look at it.
All right. It says the King Alfred plan, code name Rex 84. Totally repugnant to the United States Republic Constitution for people under its protection. Introduction. The plan first appeared in John A. Williams' novel, 1967 novel, The Man Who Cried, I Am, a fictionalized account of the life and death of Richard Wright. In the afterword to later editions, Williams compares the King Alfred plan to intelligence programs devised by J. Edgar Hoover, faggot, in the 1960s to monitor the movements of black militants.
Hey, now this J. Edgar Hoover dude, he hated Negro, and he was obsessed with Martin Luther King for some reason.
Cross-dressing.
He was
cross-dressing. You know, it also bears similarities to rumors in the early 1950s surrounding the McCarran Act, an anti-communist law, in which political subversives were to be rounded up and placed in concentration camps during a national emergency.
Hey, they be practicing this stuff every year. That's an in-service training for all public emergency service workers. Y'all see y'all at the mall doing such as they be doing all these different.
They just did it, man. We got the mall here in Memphis.
Yeah. Now, you know, they got a plan it's called the Civil Defense Plan. We had to get together with other battalions and we go as a task force. And that's how we operate. Certain things that go down, just like go back and look at Ferguson. Why you think they had all those buildings burning? They weren't gonna go and put them buildings out if it wasn't life involved. Let it burn. But anyway, I just want to throw that in there.
All right. When his novel was first published, Williams photocopied portions of the book detailing the King Alfred plan and left copies in subway car seats around Manhattan. As a result, the word of the King Alfred plan spread throughout the black community, and the truth of its existence was often assumed to be unchallenged. Spread throughout the black. Okay, it says performer and musician Gil Scott Heron created the song King Alfred Plan, included on his 1972 album Free Will, that takes the plan at face value. Jim Jones, head of the Apostolic Socialist People's Temple, discussed the plan at length in numerous recordings of his rant-style speeches, both in the USA and in Jonestown community in Guyana, treating it as completely genuine.
Well, they you know this joker here was a child of the devil, and I don't understand why our people continue to this day to follow these people. And I'm the rumor here, I haven't looked it up. He was the son of a Klansman.
Wouldn't be surprising, bro.
I haven't checked it up yet, but it is rumor has it. What else we got, bro?
Well, we right here at the King Alfred. You want me to stop? You want to keep going?
Oh, just keep going.
Okay, so right now we about to read the actual some of the actual plan. It says King Alfred plan, code name Rex 84. King Alfred, in the event of widespread and continuing and coordinated racial disturbances in the United States, King Alfred, at the discretion of the president, It should be put into action immediately. Now, what race outbreaks got to do with it, bro?
Oh, he gonna tell you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They already know what they're gonna do.
That's right.
Participating federal agencies.
Now, y'all look these agencies up and what they do.
National Security Council, Department of Justice, Central Intelligence Agency or CIA.
Yeah.
Department of Defense.
Military.
Federal Bureau of Investigations or FBI.
Yeah.
Department of Interior.
That's the one that runs all the government stuff.
Yep.
Government agency.
Participating state agencies under federal jurisdiction. National Guard units, state police. Participating local agencies under federal jurisdiction, city police.
Oh, well, we got the state police, we got the city police, we got all these agencies out of New York City, not New York, out of DC.
That's right.
Okay.
Memo to the National Security Council. Even before 1954, when the Supreme Court of the United States of America declared unconstitutional separate educational and recreational facilities, racial unrest and discord had become very nearly a part of the American way of life.
Hey, and it's really off the chain since this president in here. They really kicked it up a notch.
Right.
Hell, you even got old women, 80 years old, hollering nigga.
Yeah.
Want to confront somebody.
Yep. But that way of life was repugnant to most Americans. Since 1954, however, that unrest and discord have broken out into widespread violence, which increasingly have placed the peace and stability of the nation in dire jeopardy.
Hey, this thing is escalating, people. You go there, hey, they got videos out of video. I stopped looking at them, man, because all it does is make me angry.
Right.
Because our people can't be that stupid getting into all that foolishness, man.
This violence has resulted in loss of life, limb, and property, and has cost the taxpayers of this nation billions of dollars. And the end is not yet in sight. This same violence has raised the tremendously grave question as to whether the races can ever live in peace with each other.
Nope.
Each passing month has brought new intelligence that despite new laws passed to alleviate the condition of the minority is still not satisfied. Hell no, we ain't satisfied.
That's right. But you know what? Now, you can deal with some of these other nations. Look, that's a small percentage of them.
Yeah. No, I ain't saying all the heathens bad.
No.
But as you see how they got this worded that we the problem. We ain't satisfied with what they done given us. Like, take these scraps off the table and shut your mouth.
Right.
That's how they got this word. Demonstrations and riotings have become a part of the familiar scene. Troops have been called out in city after city across the land, and our image as a world leader severely damaged. Our enemies press closer, seeking the advantage, possibly at a time during one of the outbreaks of violence. The minority has adopted an almost military posture to gain its objectives, which are not clear to most Americans. Boy, it is expected, therefore.
That's a true statement, man.
Yeah.
A lot of them don't.
They don't understand. They don't see it. Because he say, I'm very sore and displeased at the heathen that are at ease. See, they at ease and they unbothered and they don't understand. Well, why y'all so upset? It is expected, therefore, that when those objectives are denied, the minority racial war must be considered inevitable. When that emergency comes, we must expect the total involvement of all 22 million members of the minority, men, women, and children. That they didn't demonize it.
Yeah.
For once this project is launched, its goal is to terminate once and for all.
Y'all hear that?
To terminate once and for all.
Hey, they didn't even know the number, how many of us in this United States.
That's why they want to do their census. That's why I don't participate in. That's why I don't participate in. I had to slam the door in the lady's face 2 times. Told her don't come back to my door. They ain't getting you no information.
That's right. They want to know how many people in your house and everything.
Yeah, come on, they want to build better schools. Man, you just trying to find out what's going on in my house.
That's it.
The minority threat to the whole of the American society and indeed The free world. Now that it made you worldwide villain.
Yeah.
Huh? Chairman, National Security Council. Preliminary memo, Department of Interior.
Yeah.
Under King Alfred, the nation has been divided into 10 regions.
Yeah.
In case of emergency, minority members will be evacuated from the cities by federalized National Guard units, local and state police, and if necessary by units of the regular armed forces.
Hey, check this out. You even got heathens, Gentile heathens, making videos showing all these rail cars. They shipping in all this military
UN
vehicles all over the United States and placing them. All these major cities. They already know, especially around the South, where most of us dwell. You know, it may not be as heavy in the Midwest or up, you know, up to around.
You got a heavily popularized population. They're gonna have a lot of people there.
That's right.
Yep. Using public and military transportation and detained in nearby military installations until further course of action has been decided.
And these are the 10 regions right here. Y'all look, this little homework for you.
1, Capital Region. 2, Northeast Region. 3, Southeast Region. 4, Great Lakes Region. 5, South Central Region. 6, Deep South Region. 7, Deep South Region 2. You notice they got most of them in the Deep South.
Yeah.
That's where everybody, all the brothers and sisters, most of that.
Right.
8, Great Plains and Rocky Mountain Region. 9, Southwest Region. 10, West Coast Region.
Now you can go online and you can Google this thing, and it'll tell you. You got the picture of it and everything. It won't let you. It won't let me download it. They won't let me print it off. I'm gonna put it that way. You can download it, but it won't let you print it.
Right.
You got to go in there and click. You accept something. I ain't getting into all that. But check this out. You said you got all these different. You got these 10 regions, right?
Right.
But check this next thing out.
It says no attempt will be made to seal off the Canadian and Mexican borders.
The Canadian and Mexican border. Why? Because I'm gonna show y'all something. Trump got his wall going up. There's no need, and then they got to deal with Canada.
Yeah.
They say, hey, we got them on lock over here. They're not coming over here. So you can run. Check this out. I'm gonna put it sideways. I'm gonna put it up to the camera as close as I can so y'all can see it. I don't even know if y'all can see it. Let me get in there. Can y'all see that?
I think the glare is gonna be.
The glare too.
You might have to if you dim the light on your phone, they may be able to see it.
Okay, let me do this right quick because I want y'all to see this.
Yeah, if you can dim the light on
but
your phone.
But y'all can look at it. If I'm not able to do it, okay, let me do this. You said the light?
Yeah, dim it down. Not that down. Yeah, not try to put it up in front of them. Maybe able to see a little bit better.
Oh, okay.
Because the light was kind of bright on there.
Let's see this right here.
Maybe you see that. Well, that's about right there. I can read a little bit of it.
But anyway, hey, I'm gonna read to you what's on here. Jared Kushner, y'all know who he is, right? New assignment: oversee construction of Trump's border wall. So you know who he's an Edomite, ain't he?
Yep. Joe Little.
That's Esau. He's an overseer. He want to make sure this daggone wall get built.
Yeah. Yep. That's it, bro. That's it. Well, we are okay. It says Secretary, Department of Interior, 849-899, King of England, who slaughtered thousands under the disguise of protecting the European religion of Christianity.
Oh.
As a result, he was revered as one of the most noble kings in the history of England. Combined memo, Department of Justice, preliminary memo, Federal Bureau of Investigation, and Central Intelligence Agency.
Check this out, y'all.
There are 12 major minority organizations, and all are familiar to the 22 million. Dossiers have been dossiers have been compiled on the leaders of the organizations and can be studied in Washington.
So they got some
files on all
stuff.
these jokers.
Right.
Yeah. The material contained in many of the dossiers are an our threat to reveal that material has been considerably held in check. Some of the leaders have held in check, some of the leaders.
So he said he got these leaders of these organizations in check.
He probably threw that file out there to him in a secret meeting. We know everything about it.
That's right.
Leaders who do not have such usable material in their dossiers have been approached to take government posts. Sell out Negroes, mostly as ambassadors and primarily in African countries. The promise of these positions also has materially contributed to a temporary slowdown of minority activity. However, we do not expect these slowdowns to be of long duration because there are always new and dissident elements joining these organizations with the potential power to replace the old leaders. All organizations and their leaders are under constant 24-hour surveillance. The organizations are: 1, Black Muslims; 2, Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee; 3, Congress of Racial Equality; 4, Uhuru Movement; 5, Group on Advanced Leadership; 6, Freedom Now Party; 7, United Black Nationalists of America; 8, the New Pan-African Movement; 9, Southern Christian Leadership Conference.
The SCLC.
Yeah. 10, National Urban League. 11, National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, or NAACP. 12, Committee on Racial and Religious Progress.
And who else made the list?
Note
the so-called Black Hebrew Israelites.
Yeah, like I say, like the brother said, that this ain't an up-to-date list right here. Because you know they got all eye scans and handprint scans everywhere.
That's right.
But all praise to the Most High. If I got to lay my life down for kingdom business,
hey, so be it.
So be it. At the appropriate time to be designated by the president, the leaders of some of these organizations are only to be detained only when it is clear that they cannot prevent the emergency. Working with local and public officials during the first critical hours. All the other leaders are to be detained at once. So the ones who gonna come out and try to make y'all calm down, they gonna let them go. But the ones that don't say calm down, y'all gonna go for a little ride. All other leaders are to be detained at once. Compiled list of minority leaders have been ready at the National Data Computer Center. I told you they got your eye prints and fingerprints and face prints on everything.
Hey, that's why they went to remember years ago, you didn't have to go through all this Department of Homeland Security to get your driver license. So anytime you get your driver license, gun permit,
passport,
everything got to go through Department of Homeland Security. So in case you on the run, they can intercept you somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
And get you. It is necessary to use the minority leaders designated by the president. Notice he got to designate which leaders he gonna use. Designated by the president in much the same manner, in which we use minority members who are agents with the central and federal. We cannot, until there is no alternative, reveal King Alfred in all its aspects. Minority members of Congress will be unseated at once. This move is not without precedent in American history.
Oh, so they're going to unseat the Negroes up there in Congress,
or the one who ain't ride with this King Alfred plane.
Because, you know, there's a couple of them ride, and some of them say, no, so, they can't do our people like that.
So they let you know they got coons and set out Negroes strategically placed in different areas of government and in different areas of the community to ride with them. Because they didn't promise them a few shekels.
That's right.
Continue to read, brother.
Yes, sir.
All right. Attorney General, preliminary memo, Department of Defense. This memo is being submitted in lieu of a full report from the Joint Chiefs of Staff.
Mm-hmm.
That report is now in preparation. There will be many cities where the minority will be able to put into the street a superior number of people with a desperate and dangerous will.
Mm-hmm.
He will be a formidable enemy.
Hey, he said superior number of people. We talking about these righteous Negroes.
Mm-hmm.
We, and they know a lot of brothers out there, some of these sisters out there got them firearms.
Mm-hmm.
They won't last long though.
No. You can't fight against this war machine, not with no bullets. You can fight against them with the power from the Most High.
That's right.
That's it, bro. For he is bound to the content by the heritage and knows that political asylum will not be available to him in other countries. The greatest concentration of the minority is in the deep South.
Down here in the dirty South, baby.
Yeah. And Eastern Seaboard and the Great Lakes region and the West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
While the national population exceeds that of the minority by more than 10 times, we must realistically take into account the following.
Okay, check this out.
An estimated 40 to 50% of the white population will not, for various reasons, engage the minority during an emergency.
Hey, that's what we call the John Brown Brigade.
That's it, bro.
Hey, a lot of these folks ain't down with that.
Right.
And they know this.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
American armed forces are spread around the world. A breakout of war abroad means fewer troops at home to handle the emergency.
They took that in consideration.
Local law enforcement officials must contain the emergency until help arrives, though it may mean fighting a superior force.
Mm-hmm.
New York City, for example, has a 25,000 man police force, but there are about 1 million minority members in the city.
So how you got 1 million minorities in the city, and they'll say they armed. How can 25,000 police force take down these many people?
They can't.
See, that's why they go. That's why they go in these different black neighborhoods with this damn gun. Turn your gun in for a damn Popeyes coupon and some gas money. You hear me, man?
And we fall for it.
Man, we fall for it. They had one at the mall. And I was up there watching these people drop their out and shaking my head. I was like, hell, I'll give you $100 for that.
Yeah,
Joker Green gun look like they had it about 400 years.
Yeah, they got rust all on it.
Just get, you know what I'm saying? I know our people, and then our folks been reduced down, man. They scared to have firearms.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that, hey, you got a God-given right to protect yourself. You have to have something. He told you, hey, if you don't have a sword.
Hey, man, he said, you got a script and don't have a sword. He said, you go trade that script in and get you a sword. It's going to be that time. You understand what I'm saying? That's in the scriptures.
When they even came to get the Messiah, he said, man, hey, we got 2 swords. He said, that's good.
Yeah.
Because he said, man, we ain't going to need them. Because I ain't here for that.
Right. Not now.
Not now. Anyway.
Not right now. Mm-hmm. That's it, bro.
Yes, sir.
Continue. We are confident that the minority will hold any city it took for only a few hours.
Yeah, they know that.
The lack of weapons, facilities, logistics, all put the minority at a final disadvantage.
Because you know what? We some broke. First of all, we can't even come together.
Mm-mm.
You might have a few rubber rounds and get together, and they be on their high for a minute, but they ain't gonna last long. Because these folks already calculated everything.
Right. They can sit back and study.
That's right.
That's why they like to see little stuff pop off, and they see how you gonna act and react and what kind of plan you have. So then they playing. See, we playing checkers and they playing chess.
Right.
Since the Korean War, this department has shifted minority members of the armed forces to areas where the combat is most likely to occur, with the aim of eliminating through combat as many combat-trained military servicemen as possible. Today, the ratio of minority member combat deaths in Vietnam, where they were serving as advisors, is twice as high as the minority population ratio in the rest of America. Below is the timetable for King Alfred, as tentatively suggested by the JCS, who recommended that the operation be made over a period of 8 hours.
So they said 8 hours. We can round all these Negroes up.
Have it on lock now.
We got this thing on lock in 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
That's a day's work, ain't it?
Man, that's some serious work. So you know everybody ain't going, so some of y'all will get laid down.
Yeah.
Number one, local police and minority or sellout leaders in action to head off the emergency.
Y'all shopping.
Yeah.
Jesse Jackson.
Catfish Mouth Jackson.
And your preachers, y'all Sunday preachers.
Yeah.
Some of these Israelite preachers too.
Y'all calm down. Y'all calm down. Everything gonna be all right. They've been telling you everything gonna be all right for a while, Lincoln.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, countdown to 8 hours begins the moment the president determines the emergency to be national. A, national, B, coordinated, C, of long duration, which is the 8-hour period.
Mm-hmm.
Number three, county police join local police 7th hour. State police join county and local police 6th hour. Federal marshals join state, county, and local forces 5th hour. National Guards federalized, held in readiness 4th hour. 7, regular armed forces alerted to take up positions, minority troops divided and detained along with the all-white sympathizers under guard 3rd hour.
Hey.
So if you what they saying, if you're a minority or you a Gentile heathen that don't want to get down with this, and you in the service or in the military or you in police, they gonna detain you too.
That's right.
3rd hour.
Mm-hmm.
8, all minority leaders, national and local, detained 2nd hour. President addresses minority on radio and television, gives it 1 hour to end the emergency 1st hour.
So that 1st hour is, look here, surrender.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they got. Look, stand down.
That's it. All units under regional commands into the emergency 0 hour committee report.
Mm-hmm.
Survey shows that during a six-year period, production created 9 million objects or 1,500,000 each year. Production could not dispose of the containers, which provided a bottleneck. They done got over 9 million coffins ready for y'all.
Hey, you go look it up because they got to plant it all over the United States,
mm-hmm.
especially in these farmlands. That's where they got to plant it.
Yep.
And in these coffins, they can put up to like
4 bodies. I think it's 4 or 5 bodies in each coffin.
Yeah, depending on the size of the person.
So if you do 5 times 9,
mm-hmm.
so you got 9 million coffins times 5 people in each coffin. That's 45 million. They said the population back then was but 22 million.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess they figured out how to put some of the Gentile sympathizers in there with them.
Yeah, they gonna do that.
Huh?
They gonna go down with them.
Yep.
But check this out though.
Production could not dispose of the containers, which provided a bottleneck. However, that was almost 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
We suggest that vaporization techniques may be employed to overcome the production problems inherent in King. Oh, they're gonna vaporize y'all.
That's right.
They gonna put some of that gas. That's that what they call biological warfare, man.
Neutron bomb.
Yeah. All different kind of chemical warfare they gonna put on.
Mm-hmm.
Vaporization, what they call it. When we did the last paragraph?
Yeah.
All right. The Zero Committee report is referring to the problem that occurred in Nazi Germany when the furnaces were not hot enough to burn the bodies that Hitler had killed. The bodies clogged up the furnaces by causing a problem that the above committee recommends avoiding by building high-volume nuclear-powered incinerators that burn 5,000 degrees. It should be noted that steel melts at 2,700 degrees.
See, these folks ain't playing, y'all.
That's all we got on that, bro.
That's all we got on that right there.
Yep.
Let's see, can I pull this video up?
Okay.
But I want y'all to listen to this heathen right here, this Gentile. Now, this dude here, I'm just gonna play a short clip. His name is George Green.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all can look him up on YouTube. But I'm gonna get to the part where, if I can pull him up.
You guys, I'll publish the book. I promised to do that. It was my word.
All
I said, you got to tell me, you even have to do the workup on the the back page. They did that too.
Okay.
I mean, we did it because, and I said, you got to have it.
Hold on, I'm gonna go back. Y'all hold for a minute. I'm gonna stop. Now this guy here was an insider. He was an insider with the so-called elite, the people who runs this world.
Mm-hmm.
And he deal with a lot of people all over the world. And one thing that, in other words, he's worked for the folk. He'll let him tell you.
They just don't like you anymore, and I've been expecting that you're no longer creditworthy. I said, what do you mean creditworthy? I mean, last week you gave me $1 million for the signature.
Now this thing is called Project Camelot. And he's gonna tell you the plan, what they have planned for the people.
We have some deep black, people in deep black telling us information, okay? And we have to evaluate that information.
Sure.
So we
Discern
use
it. Yeah.
we use our intuition, our psychic ability.
Inside, you're gonna
We
know.
triangulate with other information. So and basically we kind of go ahead in that way. But
That's what you're looking
some
at.
of the stuff they give us is totally contradictory. And we'll have two people, and one of our people is called Henry Deacon. It's a fake name.
Mhm.
He worked at Livermore. He worked at a lot of places. All right. You can read about him on our website. But he's convinced, just as you are, that one, there's something like Planet X headed this way.
Sure.
Two, that that the economy and everything's going under very shortly.
Mhm.
The population question. He was educated, or re-educated, if you will, that all about the population control issue and how they have a plan to get rid of the population.
I put it up on my website.
Right. So I mean, he follows all that, and yet we've got other people like David Wilcock, who is talking about ascension, who's talking about a whole different a positive future for the earth.
But see, there's a different agenda on the ETs. Remember, there's a group of extraterrestrials that are hoping we're going to destroy ourselves.
Right.
You're talking about these
If they're hoping
unclean
we're gonna
spirits, y'all.
destroy ourselves, and they want that, then we're going to give all these quote New Agers that you're going to ascend. Well, you can call death ascension or do anything you want to, right?
Okay.
You can do it at that point. But the group is, if you just sit back and say, wait for somebody to come back and save us, now you put that ourselves into the victim consciousness again.
Right.
And that's not the way the universe works. The whole key to this whole thing is personal responsibility.
Absolutely.
Totally. And if I'm looking for somebody out here to come save us, I don't care what you call them or save us from what and who's going to be there. I mean, even if Christ would come back at this time, we'd crucify him in half the time. And it's like the ETs I'm involved in say, now remember, the universe is logical. You guys really know how to destroy a planet. Do you think we're going to take you to another planet? You do it in half the time.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't come into that quote balance part of the spiritual, understand who and what we are in relationship to the universe, which is a connection to the creation as it's finding out what it's up. Could be like in India, they ultimately say the creation says, I'm tired of this, and goes over and goes to sleep, and we'll all cease. And I also asked the next question. We got the creation is above all things. Even Billy Meyer says that. What's above the creation? And you know what my friend said from the other side? Well, there's still mysteries for us.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
See, these folks deal with these unclean spirits, y'all.
We're all part of it.
Yeah, absolutely. But we're looking for like a message of hope, let's say, from you. What can you tell us? What is your? I mean, because I'm reading your book. I've read Handbook for a New Paradigm. I read that years ago.
Did you read the other two?
I'm reading Becoming right now.
Oh, that's a great book.
And it's good stuff. But I'm thinking to myself, are you channeling this or do you understand this?
Oh, I understand it.
Yeah.
I think it's fun when I'm getting the information.
Okay.
Because I sit down here, the information, I'm sitting on the computer and and then I said, no, that should be, this is my own question. That should be italicized. And I didn't touch the computer and it became italicized.
See, you're dealing with these unclean spirits, man.
Like your picture, right? All of a sudden you got a silver thing on it, right?
Yes.
So who's doing it and what? And the information is not me speaking. when you look at that information. It's not me.
No, it doesn't sound like you.
Well, it's not. And I know exactly what. In fact, it was the agreement. It's a joke. I said, you guys, I'll publish the book. I promised to do that. It was my word.
All
I said, you got to tell me. You even have to do the workup on the back page. They did that too.
Okay.
I mean, we did it and I said, you got to have it less than so many pages. So they made sure it was less than 200 pages because people's attention span. I mean, I gave them all the instructions. They come back and they said, well, you've been well trained, son. That's what they get. That's what they told me.
Son.
You've been well trained.
Son of the devil.
Okay, so you're not just, it's not just coming through you and you're suddenly waking up and going, oh, what did I write?
No, it's none of that stuff.
Okay.
It's a little deeper than that, but not to focus on that. That's the next thing. Not to focus on the ETs, but the message.
Sure.
Because these are an antivirus device. And what they do is trigger people to awaken themselves so they can be in direct contact. The last messages, which I don't put out, it's called Messages to the Ground Crew. And I'll leave those for you.
Okay.
And if people get all three of the books that we have, then I give them
Great.
the fourth one, because then by the time they get through reading the books a couple of times, their whole life experience will change, because they seriously should be in contact themselves.
Sure.
Whether
absolutely.
it's physical or non-physical. It's not my job. I'm not a traffic cop, so I can't tell people where they're supposed to be or what happened. All I'm supposed to do is act as that trigger to get you to start to think, because people they don't think anymore.
Right.
They don't reason.
Have you spent any time with the Native Americans?
Yeah, I have some friends that are in that area. I had a couple of them working for me. They were chiefs of the tribes. Yeah. And you remember, they understand that native earth, as you know it, is a living being, and we should have been taking care of it. And they're very concerned. It's like, well, in Australia,
Absolutely.
the Aborigines down there said, hey, this isn't our game. And they've been given permission not to reincarnate on this planet. So they're not having children.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, well.
I have a question about contact. That
Hold
we
on
have
a
a lot
minute.
of people writing.
Let me fast forward to the part where you're talking about population control. Hold on a minute.
2 countries, basically. Over here.
And Yellowstone, you think that?
No, I'm not worried about it.
Hold on a
It's
minute.
bending all the time.
Volcanoes? What about volcanoes?
Well, we're gonna have
Not Rainier?
volcanoes going up. I don't know about Rainier taking off.
Let me go back, y'all. So hold on a minute, fam.
But giving them citizenship at 60 days, they're citizenship. Just down there, brand new condo, brand new,
Right.
2,000 square foot, 3 bedroom, 3.5 baths, brand.
Yeah, hold 1 second. Let me.
What would you tell somebody who is really wealthy at this point? What to do with this money?
Well, the wealthy, you mean just to save the
Because-
money?
Who's got $100
Frankly.
Right.
If you got something in another agenda in order to assist or
35.
facilitate getting information to awaken people, or like my friends who are setting up a clinic in Ecuador right now. Look here in Canada.
Y'all hold for me. Let me go back in 35. But anyway, they have an agenda. Hold on for me. This is the wrong video. But anyway, this guy named George Green, y'all can look him up. Let me get to this one right here. Hold for a minute. I think I had the wrong video up. But anyway, this guy telling you the whole plan of this King Alfred plan, how they looking to go in and wipe out a lot of people. And he said that, let me get to it right quick. Because this dude here, man, these guys, I'm tell you something. These folks worship the devil. They
Yep.
talk about the devil.
Yep.
You looking at a child.
Nothing yet.
Hold on for me.
Right.
Oh, but think about this. If I saw the pictures, I'm aware of what the Global 2000 agenda is, which
Yes.
calls for war to
Well,
get
the Iron Mountain report is
Sure.
the same thing.
same
right?
thing, yeah, to get a war started in the Middle East, which is to spread to the United States, right?
Right.
Well, San Francisco's destroyed before the war. It's not a nuclear explosion. So we're right on the precipice. I'm also monitoring right now. I talked to out in California this morning. There was 3 earthquakes out there. Now they only release the stuff. It's over 3. There's over 1,000 a day. It's like a little chip,
Sure.
a cracker.
Absolutely.
So we know it's going to break at any time.
Oh, okay,
right
so
now.
to you.
It's coming up to the point when the San Andreas is going to move. I was with the TV crews up in Sacramento. They're ready for it at any time. They know that and the scientists I talked to up there said, well, We think it's going to go a minimum of 18 feet. Well, that totally wipes out Southern California. All the water, the whole game, whole thing comes apart. When I got all this data,
I have dreams of the future that tell me things like this, and I've seen San Francisco.
okay, well, then you've got the same thing. Well, I moved. I said, enough of this. You know, I had a house 2 blocks from the Beverly Hills Hotel. I got out of there. I had a nice house at La Costa, you know, North County, San Diego. I'm gone out of California. I then looking all the rest of this thing, how do I maintain balance? Now, what we didn't, when we talked before, when I said no to the
Oh, she said I had the
doing
right
the
video
job of
up.
being the finance chairman. This is where the story continues on. When I said no to do that, then that was on Monday. That Friday, my lead banker called me in my office and says, George, we got, you know, you're no longer one of us. I got to call all your loans. I mean, I was under construction. And so anyway, it took me a couple of years to unwind myself. And I said, I don't want to be more a part of this. But then I got really deep into the Global 2000 agenda of population reduction. Then when I really started to get into, wait a minute, we got to wake people up.
Well, when you say you got into it, you mean you?
Well, I said in with the governor, we're talking about wiping out the American population down to 20 million.
Well, you agree? This is after you got offered that job?
Oh, yeah.
And so, in a certain sense, you were still kind of like
Well, I
going
knew what was
along with
going
that
on.
program?
No, I just.
Or are you just trying to educate yourself?
Well, I'm educating, but I also was saying, okay, I know what their agenda is. They won't bother me particularly, right? It's only when I started to publicly say what they're coming down is I started to get the reverberations at any point. It's like when the feds themselves,
Right.
you know, the Federal Reserve, they didn't like me because I learned how to break banks, which was.
Well, okay. How long after the time when you had this sort of realization moment?
The Billy Meyer thing really opened up everything. And within a period of, let's say, a year, I started to say, wait a minute, what I'm doing is not correct. The population reduction scheme that they're going to do, the money game, and hell, I made my own bank outside the Federal Reserve. So it's, you know, I've already done that, been there, done that game. Well, let's go on to something bigger. Well, then I made my agreement with the ET. I mean, in fact, I told them, I said,
With the unclean spirits.
nothing is. Well, what do you have?
Oh, absolutely.
So anyway, the information
But
I had.
wait. Did you tell them telepathically?
No, I told them just like you and I. I mean, we're sitting here.
You talked out loud?
We're talking out loud. And we're talking about how.
Are you talking about the ones that are walking around that look like humans that you talk to?
Yeah, these are humans, yeah.
Okay.
But not Pleiadians, above the Pleiadians.
Really?
Yeah, and it goes higher than that.
Oh, I'm sure they do. So what were those? Do you know they're like, do they tell you
No,
where they're from?
we didn't go into that. In fact, it was a very, rather than having people identify, like with Billy saying there's a Pleiadians, or like when I was in Spain with the Umos, or in South America, all the, you know, there's a lot of different groups.
Right.
They claim that. None of them, they all had different objectives. They were in contact with me, and they said things to me, you know, in my head.
Really?
Well, when I had some answers that it just came out of nowhere. You know how that is. It's just they're in communication, because I'm constantly being aware of them.
Right now?
Well, I know they're around. Sure, they watch me all the time.
Sure. But are you able to discern when it is you, or when it is some inspiration or something you're getting?
Yeah. When they want to get a hold of me.
Uh-huh.
I mean, they really seriously want to get a hold of me.
Right.
In my house, the phone will ring, but it doesn't.
The real phone, or just a phone?
It sounds just like the phone.
Audible.
It's an audible phone. It's time, okay, and then it's time for me to meditate and get off.
Spiritual wickedness.
And just wait for whatever there is. Now, can they get to me physically at that point? Yeah, they can do that too. But they try to keep me into this balance. They said, no use talking about that other side, like coming aboard craft. I mean, I remember inside some of those things, but they don't want me to do that. They want me to keep me right here. And they won't tell me about who I am on the other side either.
No?
No, they said if they did, I'd probably wake up and I wouldn't accept the job anymore. It's a joke, seriously, but I got that from 3 other people too.
You wouldn't accept the job anymore?
I would, no, I'd leave.
Huh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Now, do you have any past life recall? Have they given you that?
We almost
They
done.
don't do that either. That's part of the game.
Really?
That's who I was before.
Wicked
And
man.
I live with a world famous clairvoyant
Oh, you do?
who remembers all 6,000 years she's been here.
Y'all listen to
Okay,
this.
That's beautiful.
I was gonna invite her over, but we were out partying last night, and she said, I'm just gonna sit back. But
This day
Okay.
hang out with.
no, between the death experience, it just goes on. It's one continuous
Absolutely.
thing.
Well, absolutely. I agree with that. And I have some
I'm
past
doing
life recall as does Bill, but certainly not 6,000, you
She
know.
she remembers back in Atlantis and Lemuria and all those times, and the real story being, she can tell
That's
you
right,
what
sister.
happened, who was leading, and,
Great.
you know.
That's fabulous. Well, you know, Bob Dean's wife is the same way, Marcia Schaefer. I don't know if you know who she is.
No.
Anyway, so does she tell you? Is she allowed to?
No, she's been instructed also.
Oh,
not to
really?
tell me, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we have this thing. I said, look, and because she does readings for people all over the
Sure.
world.
So you know she a witch.
I don't
Yep,
know what she
sorceress,
says to anybody,
witch.
but we have this understanding, and she knows what my job is, and so she supports it.
Okay.
I mean, it's tough to live with clairvoyance and tough to live with people with me, you know. It's,
Oh, I bet.
it's a bad game.
Well, it depends. It depends how you view it. I mean, from day to day, it's, you know, something.
Well, she said it, she wouldn't have my job. She says, the guys upstairs shouldn't have given it to you. We want to have some fun. We don't.
I know. Well, this is the problem. Yeah. Yeah. So it's a preoccupation every
Can't
hour
talk
of
to them
every
like they
day.
nothing.
Well, I'm 100% committed, because how many people get committed and they either you are given the job and then you choose to go away. And this dimension is so screwed up. I can understand that. I mean, even, you know, the message to Garcia that's in our book, you give somebody the job to do it. How many of them really will deliver the message?
Right.
It's like trying to wake people up.
Yeah.
You know, I lectured all kinds of people. A lot of people I get tons of letters of people that wake up finally, but then they recognize the job, but they want to go back to sleep. I mean, it's the programming is so incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. I can understand that. Well, we understand this because we're also on a mission. So what, okay, to get back to this, so you have this exposure, and you basically knew you were taking on a job at some point, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell me when that was?
Y'all can look at the rest of it on your own. But anyway,
when exactly the time was probably when the ETs contacted me again when I was in Vegas. So that would be like 12 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
And
y'all can listen to this
So
demon. He tells his name is George Green. You can find him on there. He tells you the whole plan, what they have planned for America. And he goes to say that hey, a lot of them folks leaving this country. A lot of rich people leaving America because they already know what's about to go down. So, but anyway, I didn't want to be too long on that because I wanted to get into something they wouldn't let me download. Well, they wouldn't let me print off. We're gonna just read just a little bit of it, Brother T.
All right.
We're just gonna read just a little bit. You can find it on the website. What's the headline of that?
It says the location of concentration camps in America.
So they got all these different, they call it concentration camp. Remember all those old military places they shut down?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they detainment centers now.
Mm-hmm.
And all of these Walmarts and all these stores that's been shut down, hey, they changed those into detainment centers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if y'all recall, when those we'll say refugees, or they call them illegal aliens, came out of Mexico, all those people that they have, and they were showing them on TV, they was all.
Mm-hmm.
If you look inside of, they had cages inside, to keep everybody contained in certain areas.
Mm-hmm.
So what they say, Ray, we're gonna read all of it tonight. We got a few more of the scripts, and we're gonna be out of here.
All right.
Yes, sir.
It says there are over 800 prison camps in the United States, all fully operational and ready to receive prisoners.
Over 800 of them.
Mm-hmm. They are all staffed and even surrounded by full-time guards.
Mm-hmm.
But they are all empty. These camps are to be operated by FEMA, as should martial law need to be implemented in the United States. And all it would take is a presidential signature on a proclamation and the attorney general's signature on a warrant to which a list of names is attached ask yourself if you really want to be on that list.
Now you go back and remember the controversy with Trump and those people come up out of Mexico. You know, in the news they had it was 7 months ago, maybe 6 months ago. It was a big back and forth. And like you said, you got a lot of Gentiles. They got a lot of setup. They go around filming these Walmarts. They got armed guards now. You know, security guards, guarding the building, and all this stuff. They got it on here.
Railroad cars riding right through the facility.
Yep. They got a big one down in Las Vegas. He was mentioned because he built the place with the railroad going through there.
Continue.
Yes, sir.
The Rex 84 program was established on the reasoning that if a mass exodus of illegal aliens crossed the Mexican-U.S. border, they would be quickly rounded up and detained in detention centers by FEMA. Rex 84 allowed many military bases to be closed down and to be turned into prisons. Operation Cable, Splicer, and Garden Plot are the two sub which will be implemented once the Rex 84 plan is initiated for its proper purpose.
Operation Garden Plot.
Yeah, and Operation Cable Splicer.
Cable Splice. Oh, they got some operations for our butt, don't
they? Yeah. Garden Plot is the program to control the population. Cable Splicer is the program for an orderly takeover of the state and local governments by the federal government. FEMA is the executive arm of the coming police state and thus will head up all operations. The presidential executive orders already listed on the Federal Register also are part of the legal framework for this operation. You want to read this down here? No, that gets cut off.
We can slide it up because it should be.
No, that was it. When you turn it,
hey, I got it.
Turn it. Oh, okay, you got it right there.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We're going to do that, and they want to read a few executive orders.
All right.
They can pull it up there. Then we're going to hit a few more scripts out, and we're going to be out of here.
All right. The camps have railroad facilities as well as roads leading to and from the detention facilities. Many also have an airport nearby. The majority of the camps can house a population of 20,000 prisoners. Currently, the largest of these facilities is just outside of Fairbanks, Alaska. The Alaskan facility is a massive mental health facility that can hold approximately 2 million people.
Ooh, that's a lot of people.
Now let's review the justifications for any actions taken.
Okay. Where you read?
Right here.
Oh, okay.
Executive orders associated with FEMA that would suspend the Constitution and Bill of Rights. These executive orders have been on record for over 30 years and could be enacted by a stroke of a presidential pen.
Hey, Obama signed a few of these bad boys. Go back and check Obama out. We're going to read a few of these executive orders. Like I said, you can read the rest of that document and get familiar with what's going on so you can know thy enemy.
That's right, bro. Executive Order 10990 allows the government to take over all modes of transportation and control of highways and seaports.
Take anything. You drive down the road, they take it. Come and do your own vehicle.
Yep. Executive Order 10995 allows the government to seize and control the communication media.
Hey, they
can spin the story how they want it.
That's right. And then check this out. Did not they do this big mass thing about the cell phones? They call it what they call it?
I can't remember what they call it, bro.
Civil. I'm not gonna make up a damn name for it. Civil defense.
Cell phone takeover.
Yeah, cell phone takeover. That's all they did, took over the cell phone.
That's all they did.
But a lot of people gonna be in trouble on that.
Yeah.
So do you have a plan for your family? I got to do one. Yeah. Hey, if these phones go down, we got to be here at
such and such time, right?
Yeah.
Executive Order 10997 allows the government to take over all electrical power, gas, petroleum fuels, and minerals.
So they'll shut down the utilities.
Executive Order 10998 allows the government to seize all means of transportation, including personal cars, trucks, or vehicles of any kind, and total control over highways, seaports, and waterways.
And they're going to take the Dodge from them?
They're going to take it, bro. They're going to take it. Okay. That's the one right there. Okay. Executive Order 10999 allows the government to take over all food resources and farms.
Take them eats from you.
Mm-hmm.
Shut down the stores. Come in your house, take all your food.
Mm.
Hey man, don't y'all know these people be practicing this stuff? Hey, it's all on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Go to some of these channels, man. They going in there, they doing these drills.
Mm. Check out this next one, bro.
Uh-oh.
Check out this next one. Executive Order 11000 allows the government to mobilize civilians into work brigades under government supervision. They're gonna have you out there working, ain't getting nothing.
Zero, back in slavery. Zero cents out.
Executive Order 11.
Hold on a minute.
Uh-huh.
That's what Trump was saying. That's what they were talking about just here about a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
See, they be talking a certain language, but we don't understand what they saying.
Right.
That's what they talking about right here.
Yeah.
This making America great again right here, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all hear me? Listen to the language being used.
Mm-hmm. Executive Order 11001 allows the government to take over all health, education, and welfare functions.
Oh, so they're gonna give you that little thing to put in your hand so you can take the mark of the beast so you can buy and sell and all that. Because they got control of the food, they got control of utility, your cars and everything.
Mm-hmm.
What does it get?
Last one. I think this last one. Executive Order 11002 designates that the Postmaster General,
the mailman,
to operate a national registration of all persons.
So they got everybody's address.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then look, if you don't put your name on the list, like I was saying, like the lady came to my door, they gonna get you.
Hey, then who all got a voter's card?
I know I don't.
You know, they keep up, that's how they keep up with you.
But it's a whole lot of these executive orders, bro.
That's a whole lot of them.
It's even more than that. We ain't read them all. It go on for a minute.
But hey, pull it up. We'll give you the title of this again so you can pull up.
It's called, it says Jared Kushner.
No. Go back. Yes, sir.
Okay, the location of concentration camps in America.
There it is. That's the name of it.
Mm-hmm.
So you can Google that in. Hey, bam. They won't let you print it. And I'm going to put it up so you can see it. I hope y'all can see it.
Yeah, there you go.
Let me get y'all pick this stuff up and go over this stuff, man. Pull some scripts on it.
There you go.
Pull some scripts on. Let's go to Revelation chapter 6.
Mm-hmm.
Revelation chapter 6. We got a few more spots after this, and we're going to be out of here.
All right.
Just bring, there's a lot of people, there's a few other classes put this information out there.
Right.
Just for the people who don't know.
There you go.
You don't know what's going to befall us. Everybody just going around doing their own thing.
Right.
They can pop it off right now.
That's it, bro.
Don't want to know what to do.
In a world of hurt.
Revelation 6, we'll pick it up at 1. What did it say?
And I saw the Lamb open one of the seals.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard, as it were the noise of thunder, one of the four beasts saying, Come and see. And I saw and behold a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him. And he went forth conquering and to conquer.
Yes, sir.
And when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, Come and see. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that thereon that he should take peace from the earth.
They're going to take peace from the earth.
Yep. And that they should kill one another.
Woo.
And there was given unto him a great sword.
Man.
And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, Come and see. And I beheld and lo, a black horse, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand.
So y'all think about this.
That's all them executive orders going on.
Yes, sir. Hey, what about these seals being pulled?
That's it, bro. Verse 6. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny,
Mm-hmm.
and 3 measures of barley for a penny. And see that thou not hurt the oil, hurt not the oil and the wine.
I wonder who that is.
And when he had opened the 4th seal,
Mm-hmm.
I heard the voice of the 4th beast say, come and see. And I looked and behold a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was death.
Was what?
Was death.
Uh-huh.
And hell followed with him.
Woo.
And power was given unto him over the 4 part of the earth to kill with the sword and with hunger.
Hey, you kill with the sword, that's what that pistol ain't it? And with what?
And with hunger.
I can take the food from you and starve the hell out you.
Yep.
What else?
And with death.
Yes, sir.
And with the beasts of the earth. And when he had opened the 5th seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of Yahweh.
Hallelujah.
And for the testimony which they had held. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, O Yahweh, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth?
Hey, some of us gonna have to go down, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Down for the crime.
Surely. Surely.
And that's a glorious thing, too.
All praise to the Most High. And white robes were given unto every one of them. And it was said unto them that they should rest yet for a little season until their fellow servants also and their brethren that should be killed as they were should be fulfilled.
Yes, sir. So this thing, hey, some of us got to go down. Some of us already predestined to go down.
That's it, bro. Surely.
From the foundation of the earth.
From the foundation, this thing been predetermined, predestinated.
So don't be afraid to go down.
Hey, man, you got a first-class ticket into the kingdom.
Yes, sir. Revelation chapter 12.
A glorious death for the king.
What I have in there? 12. Let me see if I want to read that, y'all.
Yeah,
I got scriptures all over the place.
You want to read that?
Want to read that?
You want to read that one?
I had it written down. Oh, I know what I had in here. Revelation 12. I'm gonna read that 17, but you want to pick it up somewhere else?
Yeah, I want to pick it up at the 5, man.
Okay.
Now I want to pick it up at the 4.
At the 4.
It says, Revelation 12:4, it says, and his tail drew the 3rd part of the stars of heaven, and did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered for to devour her child as soon as it was born.
Well,
and she brought, that's right, brother, Israel and Yeshua.
That's
and
right.
she brought forth a man child who was to rule all nations.
That's right.
With a rod of iron. And her child was caught up unto Yahweh and to his throne.
Hallelujah.
And the woman fled into the wilderness, where she had a place prepared to her, a yacht, that they should feed her there 1,203 days.
3.5 years, hey? Yes, sir.
Verse 9. I'm gonna skip down to verse 9.
Yes, sir.
And the great dragon was cast out. That old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world, and he was cast out of the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. That's where you want me to go?
That's right, because hey, these same unclean spirit is operating that crazy joke we just watched on here. And hey, and you gonna and watch the whole video, he gonna start naming off all of these leaders who running this government. This is gonna start naming off. Skip down to 17. What's up with this dragon?
It says, and the dragon was wroth with the woman.
Hey, the dragon is mad as hell at Israel, ain't it?
Yep.
Go ahead.
And went to make war with the remnant of her seed.
Hey, what's the remnant of seed? The Negroes in America and all these other places that we've been scattered. Go ahead.
Which keep the commandments of Yah.
Yes, sir.
And have the testimony of Yeshua HaMashiach.
That's right. Let's go into chapter 13.
And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet was like unto the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority.
I wonder who that is.
Man, that's the Gentile dynasty.
Yes, sir. The one that we under, y'all.
Mystery Babylon, brother.
That's the one we up under. And Satan gave him his power, his seat, and his great authority.
That's right. To do whatever he want to do.
That's what this man was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking to him, the phone ringing in his head.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
These are world leaders.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
And I saw one of his heads that it was wounded to death,
Mm-hmm.
and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast.
Mm-hmm.
And they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. And they worshiped the beast, saying, "Who is like unto the beast, and who is able to make war with him?"
Because you know what? Hey, these nations, man, they all beating their chest.
Mm-hmm.
Can't nobody beat us, especially America. They got it bad.
Yeah. Babylon must burn.
It's going to burn. That's right.
Verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 40 and 62 months.
Mm-hmm.
2 months. 40 and 2 months. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against Yahweh, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven.
Mm-hmm.
And it was given unto him to make war with the saints.
Make war with who?
With the saints.
They're going to make war with the saints.
And overcome them.
You're going to kill them.
And the power was given unto him over all kindreds and tongues and nations.
Hey, he'll be over everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he say, hey, it's just like it is. I'm quite sure they got a plan in all these other countries.
Mm-hmm.
Either you're going to be down with us or be down with them so-called niggas.
Right.
And you're going to go down with them.
Yep. Verse 8.
Yeah.
And all that dwell upon the earth, and all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him,
Mm-hmm.
whose names are not written in the book of life.
That's the ones going to worship.
Mm-hmm.
Because the very elect ain't getting down like that.
Nope, so like slain from the foundation of the world.
What that 9 say?
If any man have an ear to hear, if any man have an ear, let him hear.
Hey, you better listen up and see
Mm-hmm.
what these scripts saying.
That's it, bro.
One more spot.
Okay.
Ephesians chapter 6.
Okay.
He tell you what was going down. Some of us got to go down, y'all.
Hey, man, that's what it's going to have to be.
That's right. People,
might as well get your mind right.
Some jokers saying, man, look, man, you got to eat. You got to take the mark of the beast. Dead men don't eat.
Dead men don't eat. That's it, bro.
We're going to read 11. Yeah, we start at 11.
Okay.
Ephesians chapter 6, we're going to pick up at 11.
Put on the whole armor of Yah.
Yeah.
That you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
That's right. Because, hey, you got to be smart in this thing. The book telling us what we need to do.
Mm-hmm.
He'll guide us. You just got to trust him in our Messiah.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities,
against government,
against powers,
yeah,
against rulers of the darkness of this world,
yeah,
against spiritual wickedness in high places.
That's who jumping all this stuff off. We just listen to a joke of spiritual wickedness right here.
That's right, brother. That's right.
That's what we dealing with. That's why I don't even vote.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I don't vote for none of them.
For what? Why?
I don't even look here. Even with Obama, I think I slipped and voted from one time. Out of ignorance.
None of them clowns. The book even tell you in Deuteronomy 17, don't put one over you that is not of your brethren.
That's right.
So why y'all running down there? I do not know. Because ain't gonna now one of us gonna be running. You understand what I'm saying?
And Obama ain't not even our brother.
He a Hamite. So I digress. Let me keep getting.
It's all good. But anyway,
every time they come up, I get hot on the cup.
Yeah. But we rest against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Yep.
That man just told you about the spiritual wickedness that run these worlds.
That's it, bro.
These governments. Go ahead.
13.
Wherefore
take unto you the whole armor of Yah.
Yeah.
That you may be able to withstand in the evil day.
In the what?
Evil day.
We got an evil day coming. Perilous times coming.
It, brother.
Go ahead.
And having done all to stand.
Yes, sir.
Having done all to stand.
Mm-hmm.
Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth.
Yes, sir.
And having on the breastplate of righteousness.
Hey, if you gonna go down as a soldier, you might well go down with your full armor on.
That's right, brother.
I don't want to go down with just a helmet and a boot on. No. That means I want prepared, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and read it.
15.
Yeah.
And your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace.
Yes, sir.
Above all, taking the shield of faith.
Hey, you got to have that right there.
Yes, sir.
You don't have that, you ain't got nothing.
Mm-mm.
Go ahead, read.
Wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked.
Yes, sir.
And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yah.
Hallelujah.
Praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, in the Ruach.
Yes, sir.
And watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints.
Yes, sir.
And for me, that utterance may be given unto me, that I may open my mouth boldly to make known the mystery of the gospel.
That'll be it right there, family. Okay. All praise to the Most High. That's the lesson for the night. Perilous times coming.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
And we checked out the King Alfred playing.
Yeah. Man, all praise the Most High for that lesson, brother.
Yes, sir.
Waking up the people, continue to give all people the information that they need
to
prepare for these perilous times, these last days, the time they call Jacob's trouble.
That's right.
The brother had me read the script over in Revelation, and he turned and made war with the remnant of us seed. So, hey, are you the remnant of the seed?
That's right.
And if you are, you better get your mind right.
That's right.
Get your head right.
Put your full armor on, soldier.
That's it, bro.
And the only way you can do that, you gotta get in this book.
That's it, bro.
You gotta get that spirit right.
That's right.
We're
Prayer fast.
That's right. We're gonna be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Same location, South Haven, Mississippi, home 2 suites.
Tell that brother or sister who want to get baptized to hit us up too.
The brother want to get baptized. I know you say you down in Olive Branch. What's the email?
TrueHebrew02@gmail.com. TrueHebrew02@gmail.com. Nothing is capitalized.
All right. Yeah. We're gonna shout some of y'all out.
Go ahead, bro.
We got Sister Biblical T in the house. Shalom, sister.
Shalom,
hey, y'all check that
family.
sister out. Go on Facebook up under Biblical T. Go a little sip a little tea with the sister. She got some classes on there.
Yep.
Especially for your sisters. We got brother Corey Yehuda. Sister Tia Yehuda. We got Linda Ricks in the house. LJ. Hit us up, LJ. We got you covered, bro.
Yeah, shalom, brother.
Hey, we'll be at, I know you down in Olive, you said Olive, no, you're not Olive Branch.
You down Olive Branch?
No, he's down in, I find it. But we got you, brother LJ. Sister Natima in the house.
All praise.
Brother Richard Benjamin Akers. Good to see you again, brother. Sister Tanis Davis in the house. Shalom, sister. Sister Gia J. Gia J in the house. Who else we got in the house? We got quite a few people in here.
LaDon Malone in there in the building. Second of the Nazarene, the young lion in the building.
Yeah.
T-Bird, 11 Abel in the building. Got my rib in the building, Sister Michelle. Quinta Stevens in the building. Who else we got in there? See who else we got in there. I think that's all is on the Facebook.
Yeah,
no, we got Azaria Zahar in the building. Shalom, shalom, family.
We got Joshua James in the house.
Yeah.
Man, they've been doing some chit-chatting on here.
They've been doing
Sect of the Nazarene 7.
Yeah,
the young lion.
Young lion in the building.
He's at the Lions Den. You should have been here with us, brother.
12 tribes was in the building tonight, too. Shalom, family.
Charles Yah Israel, my brother. Yeah, we got 12 tribes over here.
Yep.
What else we got in here? Let me scroll on up there.
Did you get Richard Benjamin Akers?
Yeah.
In the building? Okay.
Now I know I'm gonna chop this up.
What you got, bro?
Kuhana.
What you said?
Did I say that right, Steve?
That's what the sister quit.
Man, we got a lot of people. Let me see. Azaria Zahar.
Yep, got him. I got him.
Michael Ben Israel.
What up, bro? Michael was doing some battling earlier this week. Past week, maybe some of them, you know what I'm saying? But I digress. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me started.
We got T-Bird, 11-4 Abel.
Yep.
LaDon Malone.
Yep.
Shalom. Man, they've been doing some chit-chat.
Yeah, on Facebook, we got Sister Natima.
Yeah, we got Robert L. Austin in the house.
Okay.
Patricia Ricks, Linda Ricks. Hold on, man. I thought we had more than that in here. You know all about yard over here.
Well, I already shot at some of them on the YouTube.
How do I?
How they what?
I'm going back down to the bottom.
Oh, okay. While you doing, I'm gonna get dig. Ain't that many
I'm
on
done on
Facebook. We got Charles Israel, Sister Colette in the building. Axcott Yah Yisrael in the building. Montez Crider in the building. Sister Tanis in the building on Facebook. What the book say radio. And Brother Charles Yisrael in the building on Facebook. All praises.
All praises, brother and sister.
All right.
Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Shabbat.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, we'll see y'all tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
I think Young Lion doing a lesson tomorrow, right?
Yeah, brother. Young Lion, you in there? Type that. Well, you won't do it.
No,
he like to throw that lesson on y'all when y'all hit the class.
Yeah, he gonna never give you the title to that joint.
Yeah, he don't even have a name for it yet. But Young Lion will be doing the class tomorrow.
Right.
Like I said, we see y'all tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
All right.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, family.
Enjoyed y'all. I hope everybody was edified.
All right, all praise, brother. All praise, honor, and great glory is unto our Elohim, the Elohim of Abraham, Ishak, and Yaakov. Got your boy T Boogie in the building. Water P holding it down for the compound.
So
We're gonna holler at y'all one more again.
all right, Sister T.
Shalom.
Shalom.
All praises, brother.
Maybe